A failed thing cannot be failed again. We can carry hydrogen very safely through a normal water pipe. 15.6 liter of liquid can contain 11,000 liter of hydrogen. AI can take your job in future, but they cannot take your innovative mind.
Impossible isn't the end, it is the beginning of being possible. Welcome to the MIT-WPU Podcast, turning no way into the new way.
Energy is the heart of every major global conversation today. From geopolitical tensions to rising fuel cost to climate change. We are all aware the world is in the need of something cleaner, something better, and something impossible. We have with us today Professor Rajib Kumar Sinharay joining us. He is not just a professor, but a geophysicist, a researcher, a scientist, and a lot more. Sir, we are truly grateful to have you here.
Thank you.
He is someone who found the Dakshin Gangotri back in 2003, and today he is behind the research for hydrogen liquid carrier. Along with him, we have Mr. Nishant Patil, a PhD student and a fellow researcher in this research.
Thank you.
So, would you like guys to tell a little more about this research or something in brief?
Thank you for introducing. And this project, his name is Liquid Organic Hydrogen Carrier. So, hydrogen storage and carrying is a big risk. It is unsafe. So, it is inflammable, it is explosive, and this is the biggest challenge to the world to use safely hydrogen as a fuel. So we have worked in this path-breaking research regarding this. So this is one of the major focus of the world, particularly in the energy world, which every country was striving for, and we are happy to say that India is now leading in this research through this innovation.
If you look at India's green energy mission, production was very clear. We have electrolyzers set up. Then the use cases was also very clear, right? So the missing link was how to transport and how to store the hydrogen. So I think with this project, we have done immensely great work in solving that problem. And I feel proud to be part of that project. So, yeah.
We are both certainly very proud, and I'm sure MIT World Peace University is truly grateful to have you. How did this idea first take shape, and why hydrogen?
So, if you look at the world, so it is a technology is progressing with a very rapid growth. It is no more a linear growth. It is a very rapid growth, but it requires huge energy. Today, when we talk about AI, so we found that per hour, only ChatGPT, forget about others. So it is around 2.5 billion search. And one ChatGPT search required 0.34 on an average watt-hour energy for one. And it is 2.5 billion search per hour. You can think about, even a complex search can go up to 40 watt-hour. So it is a huge energy requirement when we do even AI search. Even if you look at robotics, automation, so many of the workforce is now recent day is replacing by the AI, it is replacing by the robotics, by automation, and it requires a huge energy demand. The major source of energy, around 50% comes from oil and gas. And if you look at that most of the oil is being traded. You know the recent events in the geopolitics, in the global geopolitics. It is a dollar which is used for oil trade. If you want to buy or sell, you have to do it. But now there is a BRICS and a lot of confusion. So look about the Russia and Ukraine war, again somewhere, previously, few decades, more than decades back, we see the Iraq war. Again, it was a oil war. Now Iran also coming into the center. Venezuela is a hot spot. So everywhere there is a control. So in the global race is going on to put a grip on the oil and gas. As an alternate, China has developed EVs and solar energy much ahead of the most of the countries, and it requires critical mineral. It is a precious minerals. Now mineral become very precious nowadays. So world is divided into oil and gas, and also the other grip controlling factor is the critical mineral, which is just being controlled by China. So between these two divided world, the new energy, which is the future energy, is hydrogen. So the major research by the most of the other countries are into the hydrogen, and Australia has focused a lot. Already Nishant has explained that hydrogen can be generated in different sources. It can be blue hydrogen, white hydrogen, or maybe there is a green hydrogen. But how to transport it? This is a major challenge. So this research is one of the, you can say, the state of art or cutting edge technology is required for this research, and we took up that challenge in MIT-WPU here in the Petroleum Engineering Department laboratory, in the Emerging Technology Laboratory. Yeah.
We're very proud.
Yeah.
So, sir, like you mentioned, hydrogen is the fuel of the future, but its transportation and conversion has been slow till now. So, what were the challenges that you overcame, and how did this research take place into such a massive success?
Yeah. So, how it has been done? So, we have filed an international patent. We cannot tell you the secret, but definitely I can tell you, which Nishant already explained, that generation is easy, but carrying, particularly from the plant to the users, like if you see that from refinery, if I take the analogy of oil and gas, from refinery to the petrol pump. So this process was not established. So Nishant, if you want to add, you can go ahead.
Earlier, the existing technologies are, suppose there's compressed hydrogen. So that requires around 70 to 100 bars, right? So that again is very energy intensive. That will take up around 10 to 15% of the hydrogen energy already being transported, right? So it's like we are transporting negative energy for transporting the hydrogen. The other one is cryogenic, which is liquefying the hydrogen. So basically that requires around minus 273 degrees Celsius. So again, that you have to cool the hydrogen to
that temperature.
Yeah, to that temperature. That is again very energy intensive, and you have to the hydrogen stored in an insulated chamber, cool it down to that temperature, and that will be very capex heavy, because you'll need new infrastructure to be built for transporting the hydrogen, right? Yeah. So what we've done here is the LOHC, once the hydrogen is bonded to the LOHC molecule, that liquid can be transported using existing infrastructures. So we are saving on the capex value, right? There are already petrol, diesel tankers, so you can just transport hydrogen using this LOHC molecule in the same infrastructure.
Even we can use the pipeline. So what we have done in this research, if you look at that, we can carry hydrogen very safely through a normal water pipe. Even we can take it on a glass, and it is not small. Like a 15.6 liter of liquid can contain 11,000 liter of hydrogen in a normal pressure temperature. So you can understand that it is not inflammable, it is not explosive, there is no hazard. You do not have to. It is a normal atmospheric temperature, not a compressed. Okay. And at the same time, it is not cryogenic. It is a normal 30 degree, 40 degree, you can easily carry. Even you can carry in 100 degree, it is no hydrogen is coming out of it. And you can store it over years. It will not leak.
There's no hydrogen leakage at all.
Have you understood?
Yeah.
And this is the beauty, that you can store for years together. If you are generating a lot of hydrogen, which may be not using today, means it can be used in the border area by the army, it can be in a submarine, it can be used even And this technology will enable us to create a hydrogen fueling station in the cities, just like a petrol fueling station.
Just like we have our electric petrol pumps, charging stations everywhere.
Yes.
So you've built this research around the existing infrastructure that we have today in the world. That is something very beautiful. So sir, if we talk about numbers and scientifically, results like storing hydrogen in just 2 hours at lower temperature and pressure than global benchmarks stand out. How did you achieve this immense numbers, or what would I say, statistics? It is just beyond compare.
Obviously that it is the entire team. So initially in any research project, you need to identify the problem definition. Here very interesting thing. This is a petroleum engineering department, not a core chemical engineering department.
Okay.
There are hundreds of reputed institute. So when we took up the project as a PI, principal investigator, it was my intuition that maybe the normal chemical angle of approach, it may not work, because I know very little chemistry that with respect to the big scientists in this country who are working over years and decades in the chemical engineering. We know nothing actually. Okay. So what is the problem? It was a brainstorming almost for 2 months, 3 months. We identified where is the problem. And by this, to tell you a little bit, so we started a process before the reaction starts. It is called pre-processing. We started pre-processing the carrier fluid. We started pre-processing the catalysts. So this was a completely different approach which we have never seen in the existing literature. For this, and then after that first thing, once we identified the problem, in a research problem, if you identify the problem, then solution is easy. So first 50 days we find that no reaction is happening. So it is almost 2 months and entire team is waiting to see some result. Actually, very precisely, the process of getting hydrogen into the liquid called hydrogenation, we got 0.006%, which Nishant came and reported, sir, we got 0.006% hydrogenation. I said it may be a measurement error. We have actually done nothing. So again we came back, we discussed, and after that it was cracked, and he can tell actually when we cracked it, that how to do it. And he came running, sir, we discussed, and then he went to laboratory and came back after 15 minutes, told, sir, you cannot believe that how the hydrogen is getting absorbed in the liquid so quick. You can actually tell the story that you...
So I remember starting the reaction with very less expectations again, because you had so many failures in a row. I was like, okay, this is again a normal reaction and just carrying it out, and
shorten the
shorten. But again, we approached this with a completely new method, and this was like, I was so used to failure. I was like, let's just give it a try, and then I tried, and it actually worked. So again, that was very surprising as well as a very happy moment for us. So I just kept kept another person at the lab, and I just went running to sir, told him this is actually working, and we might actually achieve full hydrogenation in around 2 hours. So that actually happened.
So he came and told, sir, zup karke hydrogen absorbed ho raha hai. And actually the first stage, it has been done in 2 stages. Initially the world standard was around 30 hours for 100% hydrogenation. So then some of the team in the South Korean team working on this, they claimed around 17-18 hours for 100% hydrogenation. And we achieved around 15-16%. We are very happy. But we know that we could achieve at least to their level, which is the latest achievement in the world. But then he came up with a new processing method, modified processing method. We say called, it is a additional processing. We all of a sudden got into in 2 hours. So the thing is that apart from us, so we got it in 130 degree centigrade temperature in 2 hours, where the next is in the world, it is a 190 degree centigrade temperature and 17.
That is insane. I can clearly see the bond and the experience and our young mindset, the youngsters getting mixed. And like you both mentioned, it took 50 days for the results to show up, and till 50 days, nothing showed up. So how did you manage your emotions, your patience, and how was the whole emotional process of it like?
I go on motivating my team, telling my old stories. I told that I have almost completed 30 projects. I have never failed in my life, okay, including my PhD. So that is also so. So I keep on motivating that we will not fail. And every day, one failure means we are discarding one method, that this method does not work. So you can understand, almost more than 100 trials. So there is 100 failures. That okay, if this failed, what is next? So 100 failure means 100 next. 100 failure means 100 times you have to motivate your team to work next. So that is the process which we do.
Carrying out so many reactions, almost one reaction takes 30 hours long. So you can imagine carrying out so many reactions and still getting the team up, motivated, and still trying to make them think in a new way. So I think he has done a very good job, and I'm very lucky to have such PI, honestly.
Professor Datta Dange was one of the major contributors in this research, who actually initially identified the problem.
All right.
Okay, then first crack came from me, and from 17 to 2 hours it goes to him. He came up with a new processing methods which helped us to do that. And I can tell you that in this project, another 2%, 2 lab assistant was there. Okay, so Nikhil Deshmukh and Priyesh Kulkarni. So they used to stay in the, so this was the project in MIT-WPU which was running 24 hours, because one run takes 30 hours and it is hydrogen project. So there is a safety measurement. Every 15 minutes we have to measure whether there is any leak, hydrogen leakage. There is a logbook. Continuously you have to mention that. We developed a indigenous venting system so that hydrogen should not be mixed and should not create any problem. So there was a huge safety measure. It is always 24 hours under surveillance, and over months, means you understand, 100 trials, 30 hours one trial. And it fails, and then you have to motivate. Very, very interesting question you asked. Exactly.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you mentioned about so many hours, so much struggle. I would like to know your teammates and Nishant's experience. Like you mentioned, you spent a lot of nights in the lab. So how was it working there and seeing and waiting for that one crucial moment?
Right. So definitely the lab we had the permission from MIT-WPU to keep the lab open for throughout the night.
Throughout the night, all right.
Me and one of my teammate was also there. So usually we used to distribute work. Like he used to be in the morning to take up samples and start the reaction. And because the reaction used to take 30 hours, I had to stay the nights and complete the reaction, take out the samples, right? So that's how we distributed the work, and it was pretty hard for me because I'm not a night person, honestly. So pretty hard initially, but later I got adapted. Naturally, because the results that we were getting, right? So that kept me motivated to keep going and finish the reaction. So yeah, I think the experience was great overall. Yeah.
The new lab, emerging technology lab, was developed. The equipment was procured actually, where 350 degrees centigrade temperature, operating temperature, and 200 bars means it is a 200 times than the atmospheric pressure. We can safely do the reactions.
Yeah.
So that type of facility is there in MIT-WPU laboratory. So without that, it is not possible. And when actually that was one of the things that when the OM Cleantech, the sponsor, it is a sponsor project by OM Cleantech, approached us and told whether we can go ahead. So we are sure, because I'm working here for last 7 years, so I know the administration, I know that definitely I will get the support and it will be done. And I'm thankful to MIT-WPU administration for providing all this facility and support. That is one thing.
Certainly, sir. It takes a whole village to achieve something as remarkable as you both have did.
Yeah.
So, like you mentioned about your journey and everything, I want to know your research methodology. How do you think the way you think? How do you continue doing such wonders?
Yeah, so this is to know that research, so I joke that it is something that nobody can be trained in that. Means we cannot make a training center to think out of box, because the moment you train, they will be in a box. Okay. So initially what we do, that we try to, means it is my job to put a different angle, which generally people do not think. So that is the way, and that gives excitement, that gives motivation, that gives, okay, we are doing something extraordinary which other people do not know. Do you know? So this is the interesting thing which I should say, that this is the methodology. And other thing, we have a tagline that we don't know. Okay, let me explain this. This is funny. So we do research. Why? Because nobody knows. So I also don't know. So I tell your research team, they say, sir, we do not know this problem. Because when the Om Clean Tech approached to us, they told it has been denied by some of the premier institute in India. They told that they are not interested, or they are whatever. So why we look into, so the moment we find some problem, I asked them, we are not a chemical engineering department, where you approached? He said, because they have refused. Then say, you can go other. They said, no, nobody knows. I said, if nobody knows, we also don't know. We are in the same platform. So the tagline is, we don't know. That's why we do research. And we don't afraid about failure. Why? We do research because you don't know. That is itself a failure. We start from a failure. A failed thing cannot be failed again. So it only can get a success. So all research gets success. You get experience, or you crack it, or you get a different alternate way. But you never fails. So in research, there is nothing called failure.
This is absolutely perfect. Something unconventional, something unique is what makes you stand apart from the crowd.
Exactly.
And I think that is exactly what we
Exactly.
need.
Thank
I
you.
would like to know how and when will this lab technology be available to the common people? When can we see it in the real world?
Actually, if you look at that, I told it is a rush. Every country, everybody is rushing towards to make it. So immediately, which we are trying to do, it is like a lab success is like a baby born in the womb. And you want to see it in the world, isn't it? So there is a thing which is called scale up. Okay. So from a small laboratory reactors, now we are going into the next level, where possibly few tens of liter or hundreds liter of the liquid we will use to absorb a huge amount of hydrogen, and we will see that how it works, because scale up is itself is a challenge. So definitely we are excited, and not only we are excited, so media has paid attention to us. A number of companies, I should say that many of the leading energy companies in the country and even multinationals, they are approaching us. We are proposing a center of excellence in hydrogen in MIT-WPU, so that we can go ahead with a more project, and this is not only the one success, it may be a mother of many success. So that is the way, and I don't think that it will take major scale up, which commercialization, I believe within 2 years. That is my intuition, because unless we get success, we cannot claim. We can say only it is my assumption or intuition. Yeah.
To conclude, I would say, विज्ञान कहता है, ऊर्जा नष्ट नहीं होती, बस रूप बदलती है, और इंसान की लगन वही ऊर्जा है जो असंभव को संभव बना देती है. With you both on this podcast, I have truly seen impossible being possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so
for
much.
having us.
Thank you.